What should entrepreneurs never do? I'm a serial entrepreneur and have started, sold approximately 20 businesses over the past 45 years. Some of my businesses made millions, some of them broke even. But, I never lost a dime on a single one. I'll spare you all the gory personal details, but here's what I've learned from all my endeavors. Since you asked what entrepreneurs should never do, I'll format my punch list accordingly. These are not in any particular order of importance. 1. Never start a business without a business plan. Yikes. Everyone hates writing business plans. Why? Because people want to think that their idea is frigging amazing and ingenious. But, writing a business plan can peel the skin right off your baby before you even give birth. Unthinkable, right? Yep, your idea just might be stupid. It's true. Hollywood producers aren't the only ones spending tons of money making stupid products that no one likes. We used to play Yellow Pages Death Pool every year. We'd get the brand new phone book and place bets on which new local businesses would be dead in a year or less. It was so easy to single them out. Really? How? You could easily tell just by their amateurish haphazard display ads who was going to die before the ink was dry. Plus all the, I'm going to chase my dream, businesses. Like, kitten petting services, and underwater horoscope consulting. And the 900th carpet cleaning service in your neighborhood. We'll beat any price. Call us last. People who never would have started those businesses had they put pen to paper and did their research, ran the numbers, applied the eyes of the devil's advocate to their impulse. You can always tell the businesses that were started by drinking buddies, or bitter single moms. Grill repairs, and holistic healers essential oil shops owned by a puka-beaded woman named Crystal Moon. 6 months later all their shops have been renamed to, For Rent. 2. Never use friends or family as business associates unless they possess the skills and talents critical to your success. It's okay to let them help you set up your office, but don't let your ditzy sister handle your books just because she's really sweet and needs a job. Because if your endeavor does grow legs you'll eventually need to fire her. Thanksgiving dinners will never be the same after that. 3. Never forget to plan for success. Believe it or not, being an overnight hit sensation can run you into the gutter faster than struggling to build a client base. True story. I know a guy who invented a very clever little product. He spent a year perfecting his launch. He struck gold. He got over 1 million orders in his first few months. He had 500 units on hand, and 3 people working in his home garage. It took him 6 months to find a fulfillment vendor, but his customers had long since canceled their orders. He went broke, ruined his reputation and his company name became synonymous with vaporware. He hit the jackpot, and it destroyed him. 4. Never jump on the tail end of a trend fad. Because by the time you get your act together all the retailers are dumping their inventory to make room for the new trend fad. 5. Never play it too safe. I've watched a plethora of, Me Too, clone services fade in and back out without a trace. Example, Starbucks opens 3 shops less than a mile from your house. You think, this coffee fad seems to be a fantastic way to get rich quick. So you open a coffee shop across from the 3 Starbucks. Lesson: don't add additional weight to an already oversaturated market. If you don't have the creativity to come up with your own fairly unique concept, buy a franchise. 6. Never design your own marketing collateral. A copy of Microsoft Publisher and a few snazzy fonts is only going to reveal what a rank amateur you are. IOW, unless you truly know how to build logos and branding elements, hire a professional. Nothing says, clueless, more than a logo made entirely of uppercase script fonts. Or your last name in a neon font over top of the Adidas boomerang. Entrepreneurs should never, 1. Start a business solely for the money. To be a successful entrepreneur, one must love what she does. You don't want to start a business only to realize you're not passionate about it at some point down the line. For the purposes of the argument, think of a business as a baby. You should not agree to have a baby unless you're willing to care for it and help it grow. 2. Start a business solely because you're friends family with someone. An entrepreneur should be in a business relationship first and foremost. It's possible that a friend or family member may have similar business goals and may complement your skills. However, a business partnership should be started on the premise of the business, not a personal relationship. I personally started a company on Kickstarter with two best friends that successfully raised $236,000. Today, two of us are no longer with the company as we left it to our former best friend. Once the money rolls into the bank account, you quickly realize that you're in a business relationship first. Some people can get greedy and true colors of friends can come out. Start a business with the right people, people that have similar business goals and complement each other. 3. Be afraid or scared of risk. The game of business is risk-based. Don't be afraid of it and realize that you will need to take risks, even as a large company in a mature market. In such a case, don't take enough risks and risk failure due to a changing market. Just look at Toys R Us, Circuit City, Radio Shack, etc. That's the case with formerly successful large companies, so one can only imagine the risk involved for a small company entrepreneur. Test hypotheses, pivot your business model, talk to customers, learn, take risks, evolve, repeat. 4. Forget to calculate your finances. Know your runway, calculate your costs, revenues, taxes, etc. And understand your overall financial standing so that you know what you are capable of doing. Do not spend on a $50,000 marketing campaign when you have $10,000 in the bank and are in debt, unless you're almost certain that the payoff will be worth it. 5. Rely solely on oneself. You do not know everything nor can you do everything. There's only 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week. In the beginning you may need to work alone, but understand the value of distributing and optimizing workload and cumulative brainpower. 6. Retain negative employees. As an entrepreneur, you likely don't have salary money to waste. That's in the case when employees are unproductive. Moreover, as an entrepreneur, you should not tolerate employees who are negatively impacting your business, workplace, or other employees. Inversely, don't forget to acknowledge your top performers.